Bioshock Infinite? Is it overhyped? Hell to the fuck no! Where should I begin? You're this character named Booker, and you have to pay off your debts, so you're going to this place called Columbia to get this girl and to pay off your debts. And where's Columbia? It's somewhere in the sky. And you go to this place, and it's all heavenly. It's all nice, and it's all, hey, we're all good here. And then you get this hint of religious belief all over the place. And then you come to find out that this place is actually very, very dark, very quickly. And that's all I'm going to give you. This game takes turns left and right that you do not expect. And let me just tell you this. This game has the best ending that I've probably seen in a long time, if not ever. It's like, oh my god, you know, mind-blowing shit. It's like, and the more I think about it, the more I'm kind of like, what the hell? I wish there was another ending. Because I actually just found out that it doesn't matter if you pick the cage pendant or the bird pendant. In the end, it's all pretty much going to be the same. And the ending is great, trust me, I love what they did. It's just like, I wanted something more. Something like an alternate ending. I kind of wanted something more, you know? But otherwise, this ending was absolutely great. One of the best stories in the game that I've played so far. I mean, I was totally immersed in this game. All the cutscenes happened during the gameplay, so it's all just flowing very perfectly. There was never a dull moment with finding the voxophones and just looking through the vending machines and just looking at all the detail. It's worth looking at every building, every painting, the details. Everything looks different. Every building is worth looking at. It's always worth going the other way to see what's in this alleyway. There's also this GPS thing where you only have to press up on the D-pad and it'll show you where to go. And it doesn't last very long, so it's not like, oh, you're following breadcrumbs in Fable 3. But people usually complain when it comes to things that can show you where to go. This doesn't force you at all. You choose when to put it on, and it doesn't even last long, so if you really just want to know, okay, I gotta go this way, you just go that way, and that's it. But what I like to use it for when it comes to games like this is, okay, that's where I gotta go? Well, I'm going this way. That's what I do. That's how I find all the objects. That's how I'm able to look at every fucking crack in the game and see what there is to show. And this game gives you everything, more than you would think in a game. From seeing little children just fucking singing on the streets, or you even to be able to pick up a guitar and play it. And that segment was good also. All these little things, they put so much detail into this game. It's just like, man. By the way, this is all unscripted. This is all improv. And there is no way I could script this. I had to immediately just put up the camera and talk about it. This game, I mean, I just finished it. I'm currently putting up the rest of the files onto my computer. The ending itself is worth everything, because you get to know this character, which, by the way, I'm going to talk about Elizabeth. Elizabeth is never annoying. She's a partner, and you never have to take care of her, and in fact, she's actually the one that helps you out. Elizabeth will be hiding in cover. You never have to worry about her. No one's ever going to kill her. She can take care of herself. And she actually gives you ammo. She finds ammo. She can give you salts. That's what the new vigor stuff is called, the new magic. And she can also give you health. She helps you in battle, and especially when you need it. It's not just all the time like, oh, here, like, it's not annoying. It's just consistent enough so that you're like, oh my god, thank you, I really needed this. And by the way, the vigors in this, which are now called vigors, they used to be called plasma in the original Bioshocks. You get a bunch of different powers like crows, and you can also make traps out of them. I usually stuck with the Devil's Kiss, which is like, you know, fire bombs. And if you held the gun down, you could throw it down and make a bomb out of it. And if it was close enough to your enemies, it'll blow up and it'll spread to the other people. And that made this game feel fresh every time. It had a bunch of different powers, and they all worked differently. I didn't use all of them. I felt some of them was like, okay, I don't really need it. Like Bucking Bronco helped me out in certain situations. The fucking possession one really was helpful in some situations. There's also the skyline, and you use it to go around the city pretty quickly, or you can use it in battle too. I never really used it a lot for battle until the very end actually, which it actually was really helpful. It's really a great addition to FPSs. It really is. It really changes up the gameplay quite a bit. And not only that, the skylines help you get around and all that kind of stuff, and like I said, it's just a really great addition. Also, Elizabeth has the ability to help you in battles by opening these tears. And what these tears do, Elizabeth actually gives you the ability to give you what you want in battle. Like, let's say, if you want a mosquito to help you in battle, boom. If you want medkits, there it is. She's really helpful in battle. Elizabeth is probably my favorite in-game story character who is my partner. I mean, she's great. There's also these gears that you can put on, and they have all these different effects, and it really adds to replayability. For me though, I didn't really use a lot of them. I actually stuck with the ones I thought were the best, of course. But really though, you can have different kind of effects with different gears on, and it really changes your gaming experience, which is another reason why it kept the game fresh. The soundtrack was magnificent in my opinion. Everything, all the sound that was going on during the battles, the music that was playing, it all just went together and it was just great. And there's also different enemies. I mean, I kind of missed the splicers in a way because they were a lot more creepier. Because here you're kind of fighting more of an army. But they do have like these guys, like these special bosses called the Crows, and there's these firemen, and there's a bunch of different little guys. But there's this big one called Mr. Hands, and you don't fuck with Mr. Hands. Every time this guy was coming after me, I was like trying to run, and as soon as you're about to run, he's just ready to just ram you again. Like I said, you don't fuck with Mr. Hands. The one thing I was disappointed in the game, and it doesn't even matter. In the other Bioshocks, you were able to have a selection of a bunch of weapons, even a camera you could use. And in this game, you have a bunch of weapons, but you only have a 2-weapon limit, which in the other one, you actually were able to use all the weapons you had. I know why they did it though. The game would be too easy probably, especially with the new system where you have Elizabeth helping you. I think it would probably make the game a little too easy if you actually were able to have every weapon. And there's only a couple of them that you really will care about. Me, it usually was the handgun and the carbine by the end of the game. Those two were beasts. Like, low recoil for the carbine, and the hand cannon blew everything away. And with a name like hand cannon, you have to have it. Since the game felt fresh every time, that one disappointment I had really does not matter. Especially with everything else in the game. The writing, the character development, the fucking atmosphere, the soundtrack. Everything works so well to immerse you in this world. And Elizabeth interacts with everything in the world, giving the game a real feel of realism. All you have is a campaign, and it's only about 10 to 12 hours long, depending on how long you're actually looking at everything. I was looking at everything, I was looking at every nook and cranny, and I beat it in around 10 or 11 hours. And that's all you need. There's no multiplayer, there's nothing like that. This game, even with its flaws, I never had any frame rate issues. Other reviewers say that they've had it on the consoles. I was playing on the PS3, I had no problems. And with the PS3 version, you get Bioshock 1 for free. Even with its flaws, I have to give this game an S. I even said at the end of my fucking playthrough, it is magnificent. If you played the game, let me know what you think. Don't spoil it for anybody, but if you liked the game, let me know what you thought about it. And if you hated the game, let me know why, because legitly, I just want to know why. I mean, everything else about the game is fucking great. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.